What's up, internet? It is Thursday morning and I am on the way. Well, I'm currently in my driveway, but I'm about to be on the way to Nashville to hang out with Chris and start the recording of the new single. Super stoked. So I had to drive over to work to find a screwdriver to put my new tag and license plate on my car because I didn't know where any screwdrivers were. And I also wasn't sure if I knew how to change a license plate, so I had to come make sure people who knew things would be around. Also, here's the new car, little Hyundai Elantra. I'm really thankful my grandma sold me this car, which is super rad because mine was kind of dying on me and, you know, wasn't super sure how many more little trips to Nashville or anywhere else for that matter would be safe. Look at this fancy thing. It actually has decent gas mileage. It's not gonna explode. Pretty sweet. Yeah, so now I am officially on the way to Nashville to start recording Talons. So this is gonna be a fun couple of days.
So there's a sweetness that's like...
Just had coffee, which was amazing, with Andrew at Honest Roasters. That was really freaking cool, that whole area, all those little clips. It's like, I think, an old train station or something, so that's pretty rad. Hanging out here outside a studio that Chris is currently working at. Gonna maybe sneak inside and chill, and then it'll be off to Chris's house to hang out, kind of do some pre-production stuff and get moving on the new tune. I also want to say an extra thank you to Andrew for being amazing. This is the second trip to the Franklin area in like 2 weeks, as you may know, and he just gave me so much space to process life and change and worries, fears, excitements, everything that we just talked about. And so much of what he just spent the last 2 hours doing is listening to me soapbox and worry out loud, and all while being kind and buying me some delicious coffee. So I'm really appreciative. Andrew, you're amazing. The world needs to hear your music. Check out this a really cool video studio that Chris works in. Super legit. They make all kinds of guitar videos and instructional stuff. They do live streams. It's pretty rad. They've also been very nice and let me crash here, wasting time like on both Franklin trips, so that's super cool of them. As always, the hot chicken adventure continues. This is Big Shakes. Currently my favorite because it's got the hot catfish and the hot chicken. These white beans are freaking amazing. Oh my gosh. We did a good job. We did what we were meant to do. Chris and I are at the Hickman storage unit, finding my bed amidst all the things. So we're in my favorite aisle, the chip aisle. Also, Chris just asked me what my favorite chip is, and I think that's probably one of the hardest questions I could ever answer in my whole life. I could make a whole series about that. Hey, it's a Kolsch. The beer aisle, the second most important aisle.
Dude, when we were talking about mimosas earlier...
Yeah. Oh, mimosas? Dude, I want a mimosa.
There's this one kind of really trashy, not champagne that I love.
Okay, let's go be trashy boys. Get our trashy mimosa
it's like
on.
$5 for a bottle.
Chris being my hero, giving me a place to sleep. Also, right in this little space where the carpet starts, there's these little like staple things that I step on every time I'm here, and it hurts so freaking bad. This is where we'll be making music magic jams tomorrow.
It's a little too... I want a little more.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
A little firmer than that.
The service here is amazing. As always, we've got our cute fuzzy guinea pig potatoes to keep us supported and encouraged during our adventures. There's a potato hiding in there. Hello, potato. Little potato. What up, nerds? This blanket is so cozy. If you've never lived the weighted blanket life, it's like the most cozy thing and also a little bit terrifying and suffocating all at the same time, which is kind of my sweet spot. We're watching all these scary videos of people crashing on skateboards and doing all kinds of crazy crap. Chris, if you could go pro at one extreme sport, what would it be?
Ping pong.
Ping pong, heck yeah, dude. Dude, hey man, ping pong's legit. You seen the pro, like the Olympic ping pong people?
It's dangerous.
They're freaking crazy, dude.
Death-defying.
It's fine. What's up, tiny potato? Chris always getting me to try to touch these things. I'm not. What up, bro? What up? Oh. Are we friends?
You friends.
They scare me.
She likes little chin scratches.
I'm scared. What a bite is gonna bite. Oh god, I'm gonna eat me. Looks like a carrot. I ain't doing it. No. Hello, tiny potato. Accept this offering. Gosh, I don't know why it scares me so much. It's so small and harmless.
Like sit on your shoulder.
No, but she like crawled up. I didn't ask for it. There was no, hey bro, are you okay with this? She just like crawled up towards my jugular trying to kill me. I have boundaries that it did not ask permission to
sit on your shoulder.
Well, you have to ask for that. I didn't say yes. Gosh,
She's trying to eat my shirt.
yeah, well, that could have been me. Look at this little potato in a pocket. I'm scared she'll bite. Will she bite me? Hi. Hello. Potato pocket. Hi. You want to do flips on scooters? You want to do the BMX? Oh, yeah, she wants to do BMX. You're so cute. This looking at this camera makes it scarier because I feel like if she jumped, I'd like jump like it was a movie, like Jaws.
She's not gonna make any sudden movements.
There's a jealous potato in there. This is basically what this is. Recording vlog 1, potatoes. Okay, so it's around midnight on Thursday. It's time to hit the hay and get ready. Tomorrow is a whole day of recording, so our hope is to pretty much record all of Talons, at least the main parts of the song tomorrow, kind of in one big sprint. And our hope is that that will be relatively simple and maybe easier in some sense than other songs we've done, because this song, if you've heard it at one of the shows or if you're a patron and you've gotten the demo of it, you know that it's a song that's kind of soft. It's pretty tender. It deals with some heavy subject matter. It's a lot about regret. It's a lot about remorse, kind of waking up in those panic moments where you kind of wake up and wonder if things will be okay, or if things you've done are going to come back to haunt you, or wondering if people are okay from more foolish versions of yourself that have existed. And so we don't want to complicate it too much. I think we want it to be a song that feels pretty raw and pretty authentic and simple. I don't think those words always go together. I think there's intensely authentic things that are full of complexity, but in this particular instance, I think the emotion is going to come out. So we'll see. You never know. You start creating and recording, and some idea starts flowing, and all of a sudden you've got a jillion tracks and all this effect and all these tones or sounds that you didn't expect. But I assume we're going to keep it really simple. If you're watching any of these seldom recorded videos, and hopefully less seldom going forward, or listening to the To and From podcast, or any of the new songs, it means the world. Thank you so much. Chris and I might try to, for fun and simplicity, record a kind of conversation, mini little podcast video, just probably on my phone at some point tomorrow. If you remember from other things on the internet. We recorded a like hour and a half long episode for the To and From podcast that I'll be editing and releasing soon. But while we're here creating and messing around with awesome stuff together, we'll find something else to talk about into a phone. So maybe stay tuned for that. And while I'm thinking about it, I just wanted to maybe take a second to encourage folks to try stuff and always try things and create things. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with this video stuff. I'm editing these little clips that are probably not shot like you're supposed to on a free phone app that allows me very few things. And I'm aware of that. I love YouTube. I love the creation and visual things that people are able to share in this digital age. I think it's amazing. And so the comparison stuff fires off really strong because I have ideas about videos I'd love to make in the future and how I want to edit them and the quality of those things. But I would rather, for myself, and honestly, I would rather you and your own creative pursuits, because I think we all need to see them, and it would be awesome to follow along with your journeys. I hope we would feel freedom to just kind of take little baby steps and do something rather than doing nothing, because our first things aren't going to reach standards that we want to hit one day. We're only going to get there if we keep doing it. Like Chris and I were talking today even about studio stuff we want to do at some studios he works at and has access to, where we'd have more resources and could do a lot more. And those things take time, they take cash, they take stuff that has to build. But I'm glad we're hanging out. I'm glad we're like recording things in one building, in one room, and making songs that I think I care a lot about, and won't be as intense or maybe as good as things I'll write later or record later. But I'd rather us just be doing this now because it's worthwhile. And yeah, so sometimes I feel like I'm a broken record, and I've probably said all of this stuff on some other medium already. So forgive me if that's true. But if this isn't redundant for you and could be encouraging at all, I hope we feel a freedom, each of us, to just be doing stuff and being in the process. Yeah, so tomorrow, first day of actually recording, hopefully feeling enough of the feelings of this song that means a lot to capture that emotion as we record, but also hopefully not being like depressed because it's a really hard song. And maybe you'll be happier with the video because there'll be clips of us making music. But thanks if you tuned in to this. So here we go. Tomorrow, first real day of recording the new single, Talons. Looking forward to sharing stuff in the process and sharing the song when it comes out. And also, if you're a patron on Patreon, just like in the other songs we've recorded recently, we'll post a secret link to a video when we're done with the song, like where we'll do a full listen through, like a full preview of the song as Chris and I listen to it in the studio. And that'll be fun because it lets us all, as the Patreon family, kind of share a first real all the way listen through of the new tune. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.